Hey, what's shaking everyone? My name is Jex, and today we're doing something a little different. I'm showing you my new PC build. Here are all the parts. And the reason why I'm doing this is because before I was using an Alienware X51 R2, and yes, you can make fun of me for getting Alienware in the first place. But when I got it, it actually wasn't as big of a deal because it was at a discount, so the whole Alienware is overpriced thing didn't really apply in that scenario, and it was the best choice I made at the time. Of course, I didn't know that much about PC building when I got it, but now I do, and now I can rectify the mistake by moving it all into a new case. So I've got an EVGA SuperNOVA 650p2 power supply. It's a platinum certified, so it's going to be really efficient, and yeah, it's just EVGA makes good power supplies. Next, we've got the ASUS Z97 Pro Gamer motherboard. Now, despite the name, this does not actually make you a pro gamer. I can assure you that. I mean, I'm trash right now. I'm pretty sure I will still be really bad after putting this together. Now, one thing I am adding though is this SSD right here, the Samsung 850 EVO, and it's because I've never had an SSD before, and I hear it's like amazing to switch from a hard drive to a solid state drive. Now, I decided since I'm already gonna have to reinstall Windows, might as well throw it on an SSD and it will be, super fast. So why not? The case back here, it's kind of hard to see. It's recently released. It's the Phanteks Eclipse P400S. This is the silent edition, so it has sound dampening material. It has a case window, but I took the window off because there's a lot of plastic wrap on it that I haven't removed, so I decided I'd just take it apart and I don't know, maybe show you guys the interior a little bit. It's kind of hard to see. I'll show you guys again when the whole thing's built anyway, and of course, what I like about this case actually is that um, near the bottom, like at the logo, it actually lights up around there. And what's really cool is you can even add in like an extra lighting cable so to give your case some internal lighting, which is always cool because, as you know, every new LED you put into the case adds like at least 10 frames per second on every game you run. And for that reason, look what I got. I got an LED strip. This is a 1 meter long. It also comes in 2 meters long, but I have no idea where you would put that because even with this 1 meter one, I'm having trouble finding out where I'm gonna route the strip. Now for our graphics card, it's PNY XLR8 GTX 970. Now what's interesting about this is that it says accelerate like XLR8, but I never knew that until I saw in someone else's video that they called it accelerate, and I was like mind blown when I found out that's how you pronounce it. Now the reason why I got this and not like one of the bigger brands like the ASUS Strix one, which looks really cool, is because this is also in my Alienware computer. Okay, this box is actually empty, so yeah, I'm gonna have to extract my old components out of the old Alienware computer because I needed a blower style card what am I saying? That would be compatible with the Alienware X51 because the case is so small, there's nowhere for the air to go, so it has to go at the back of the case, and that's what's really good about blower style cards. Now the RAM, I recently took it out of my computer already, and I just reinstalled the old RAM, but this is 16 gigabytes of DDR3, Kingston HyperX Fury RAM. Man, it's a really long name. 1866 megahertz. Cool stuff. Oh yeah, right. This is our CPU cooler. It's a Be Quiet Shadow Rock LP. It's a low profile cooler, and if you're wondering why I got a low profile cooler over like I don't know, like a full size one, because I am using an ATX mid tower case, is because, well, and this is gonna sound kind of shallow, but for aesthetics, I just think they look better than those really like chunky air coolers. Now, I considered doing liquid cooling, but I I'm not a huge fan of those all-in-ones, and I don't have the money for a custom loop. And of course, if you have air cooling, you never have to worry about leakage or anything like that. So that's why I went with air cooling. And air cooling is generally a lot cheaper, so that's always good. Now, I don't really have to worry about this cooler being not sufficient enough because the processor I'm using, as you can tell, I don't have a CPU box out here. I'm taking the one that came with my Alienware system. That's a Core i5-4440, so I don't really have to worry about this cooler not being sufficient enough. Especially it's a Be Quiet cooler, and they make awesome stuff, and it's really quiet. Of course, that's why their brand name is Be Quiet. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the parts, and I guess I'll cut away now and actually build the PC because I don't have a tripod to show you the build, and there are lots of YouTube videos out there that will show you how to build a PC. I'm not that, I don't know, into like showing you exactly how to build. Especially, I don't think you'd want to watch me, okay? I'm pretty newbie with this stuff, but I've always wanted to build my own PC, so I'm really excited. I've only been able to upgrade other PCs, but I never got to, go from the start, so this should be pretty fun. I'll see you guys when I'm done building, and I'll show you guys how it turned out. Alright, so I just finished building it. Oh, fine, I already lied. I didn't just finish building it, I actually built it a few days ago. But I was very busy installing drivers and getting everything working. And just for the record, I do have a hard drive in there. I forgot to mention that in the previous clip. I don't just have a 250GB SSD. I'm actually using a 2TB Seagate Backup Plus external hard drive, but I actually converted that into an internal one. I just had to open it up and remove it from the SATA converter that changes it to like USB 3. I know I think all external drives allow you to do that. It's just not officially supported, but all of them are generally just SATA drives that you can convert. And since I have the room now, I can actually do that, because before I was using a really small Alienware X51 case. Actually, you know what? Let me show you a size comparison real quickly. Yeah, so here's a quick size comparison of the Phanteks Eclipse P400 next to the Alienware X51 case. As you can see, it's quite a big difference from the side. It's a lot thicker and chunkier than the Alienware X51 case. So I actually have a lot more room to play with, and that's why I don't need an external hard drive anymore. I can change it into internal and save some space on my desk. But anyway, it actually lights up and all that, so I'm gonna get the Alienware case out of the way and power it on for you guys. Alright, so I have it powered on. You can see the power LED is on along with the internal LED strip. It does not come with the case, so if you want the extra LEDs, you do have to buy that separately. Now, I was willing to pay for it because, as you know, LEDs do improve PC performance drastically. But anyway, I'm gonna open up the side panel so you guys can have a better look inside. Alright, so the window is off, and now you can kind of see the LED strip a bit better. The problem is at the top. Usually whenever I move the case around, it always falls off because the adhesive is really crappy and weak. So when I took the panel off, I did have to make some adjustments there. But yeah, I definitely have to get some more double-sided tape to fix that. Now here are the rest of the internals. And I think I did a pretty good job on cable management, if I do say so myself. And you can see the motherboard kind of lights up as well, with those red bits here and there. I didn't know about that beforehand, so it was a pleasant surprise, but anyway, we're going to change the LED lights. You can switch between like 10 colors, I think. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's do that. So give me a second here. Yeah, so there's blue, and these colors might not show up perfectly because my phone might not be getting the colors correctly. That is supposed to be teal. That's more of a yellow. Red. Yeah, now it looks like a lightsaber or something. Here's another blue. There's green. Another yellow. I don't know why they have like 2 yellows and 2 blues. And then they don't have orange, which is really weird. Here's more of a purple. Kind of looks like Mace Windu now. And here's another crazy looking yellowish green sort of tint. And we're back to white. So I'm not sure how any of this is turning out. I mean, the white already looks kind of blue on my phone right now. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out when I have this uploaded. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm going to plug this into a monitor and everything and show you guys it's working. So yeah, see you then. Alright, so I have the computer hooked up to everything else now, so yeah. I guess this is starting to turn into a setup video, but whatever, right? So here's my monitor. It's nothing special. It's like 10 or at least 9 years old, just a 1080p 60Hz monitor from Dell. My speakers are Logitech Z623. I'm allowed to say Z as well because I'm Canadian, so that's how we pronounce Z, or what you people call Z. There's a lamp, nothing special. There's a USB cable to charge my phone and connect it to my computer to sync up. Here's a Wii U Pro Controller, which I use for some games that require a controller because I really like the Pro Controller. And if you guys don't know, aside from on PC, I play on Wii U and 3DS. Kind of a Nintendo guy, sort of, not really. I play mostly on PC though. Here's some Blizzard paper. Everyone loves that stuff. You get these from physical copies of their games. Like, for example, here I have the StarCraft trilogy, and there's Watch Dogs. Yeah, you can laugh at me for that. But I actually think Watch Dogs wasn't that bad as a game. Wasn't that bad of a game as some people made it sound. But yeah, here's a Capo, because I try to play guitar sometimes, but I suck at it. Here are some Velcro cable ties, which are good for cleaning up your cables. Like, I'll show you. Yeah, it's still kind of messy. Not really. It used to be a lot worse, but I managed to tie up a lot of the cables to make it a bit cleaner. And there's a giant subwoofer. And there's a Disney Infinity Kylo Ren. He's there for, I don't know, moral support, I suppose. Oh, and of course, my keyboard. Nothing fancy. It's just the crappy Alienware keyboard that came with my PC. It's nothing special. It just has Alienware branding, but it's just a membrane stock keyboard. Nothing fancy. I want to get a mechanical keyboard eventually when I get the chance, but yeah. Here's my mouse. It's a Deathadder 2013. Nothing special. I just wish it was a Chroma version because RGB is always good and always improves performance. And this mouse pad is a Steelseries QcK Mini, I believe, because yeah, there's not a lot of space here for anything, so I had to go with the Mini. Well, yeah, that's my new PC / gaming setup thing. I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you found this somewhat interesting. This is Jex, signing out.